All right, weekend sports betting tips, Barroom Network. Anthony from Pounded Sports and Mr. Sean Higgs. We got a lot of good games this weekend. Man, some good college and some decent NFL. Penn State fires James Franklin. Sean, thoughts?
Well, I mean, I don't know why. Why? Because you lost to UCLA and Northwestern. You're gonna lose 3 games this year anyway. Not now. You'll lose 4. It's typical Penn State. Instead of going 10-3, you're going to go 9-4 this year. Most teams are happy to go 9-4, but
yeah.
He gets the bum rap right until he beats somebody. Like, oh, look at this, we're the number 1 or 2 team. They were underdogs all the time. They couldn't beat anybody. Most teams rise up and steal a game. They never could get one. So I guess it's time to go. Then on top of it, you lose your quarterback, which hurts. But what are you going to do, man? You came in number 1.
Yep.
You got upset twice, bad losses. See ya.
Indiana heads to Oregon, and, man,
that
took control of that game and didn't let it go. Yeah,
I didn't see that one coming.
Neither did I.
I had Oregon.
Top 3.
I thought, you know what? Nice year last year for Indiana. This year as well. But I didn't think they had the depth to compete yet with Oregon. Like, you figure it's separate. The talent would separate itself. Guy, like a guy comes in to relieve somebody, backup comes in here and there for just a breather. You figure the separation would be there in talent. Oh, it wasn't there. I don't know what Oregon, whether they thought they were going to cakewalk or Indiana's just that good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what to think of Indiana yet. They've won games, but we saw them last year get blasted by better teams. But to pull that win off, I guess. I don't know. You have a young quarterback in Oregon too, so
yep.
Who knows?
Yeah, and Upton Stadium is a tough place to play in Oregon. They went in there, and they're very they're solid in all areas. Indiana, well coached. They play good in all 3 phases. The top 2 teams, Ohio State and Miami, Florida. Indiana 3, Texas A&M, and Ole Miss rounding out the top 5. Any thoughts on a national champion this year, guys?
It's
anybody's, right?
It's anybody's.
Yeah, the college playoffs are going to be exciting this year, man. I tell you.
I think it's kind of wide open. I don't know what Indiana is. I don't know what Miami is.
Ohio State is too young. I have a feeling they're going to get upset somewhere.
Is Alabama for real? All right, they had their loss, but no one's looked unbeatable.
Yep, you look at Texas Tech and Texas A&M, both have fantastic defenses.
This is the year that you could get away with having 8 or 10 teams going for the playoffs. I could see it. Yeah. There's not one team where be like, you know what, who's beating these guys?
Yeah,
we've seen guys beat everybody so far this year. So
really exciting. This
should be better. Should be all right. Should be a decent playoff.
All right, let's get into it. LSU, number 10, going to Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt favored for the first time in forever against LSU. I don't know, is this the time of year when Chip Kelly's team packs it in? Anthony, any thoughts on this one? Diego Pavi. I mean, LSU plays running quarterbacks very tough.
I'm not buying into the hype of Vanderbilt right now. I mean, after the last game, what an absolute dud. I'm all over LSU on this one.
LSU plus 1.5 for Anthony. Sean, any thoughts? LSU, Vanderbilt. LSU defense pretty good.
The defense is all right, but where's the offense? Where's the offense for LSU? There is none.
Nussmeier struggling a little bit.
Vanderbilt doesn't have a good defense. I mean, they give up. They give up their share of points. LSU will find offense in this game.
They could score. Listen, the Alabama game, Alabama pulled away for the big cover.
Yep.
And you're thinking, oh, that game was close. Alabama had out-yarded them and beat them pretty good in the stats there. But remember last year, this team won on the road and won in different places. LSU, look at the scores here. How are this a good team? 17-10 to Clemson, 23-7 Louisiana Tech, 20-10 Florida. So you're thinking, you know what? They're supposed to lose to Clemson, tough team. How'd Clemson look half the year? Looks like trash. The Louisiana Tech game you look at, well, it was off at Clemson, and they had Florida on deck. So they're going to have a lackluster game. I can go with that. Southeast Louisiana game doesn't count. Put 56 on them. Then what? They lose 24-19 to Ole Miss, and they beat South Carolina 2010. They can't. They're not offensively good. Give me Vandy. I mean, I know it's a role where they're usually like last year they were the Hunters, and I didn't think they'd be as good this year because of the role reversal. I don't know. They're 5-1. I'll take them at home here. LSU, they scored 20 points a game. So what are they going to win? 20-17? All right. I mean, I don't think you come in and say you got to love LSU. I have not seen anything to love out of them this year.
Underplay looks good to me. I might think about an under here. Yeah.
I didn't play it, but
I'll still take LSU in this game. In this spot, give me LSU.
How is LSU ranked 10th?
Not even looking at the ranking. Overall, LSU is just better overall. They got a much better defense. They'll stop Vanderbilt's offense. They will gain more offense with their Vanderbilt's average at best defense. LSU will find a way to pull this game out.
Vanderbilt has a quarterback that's pretty special that just finds a way sometimes, at Diego Pavia. All right. Ole Miss at Georgia. Man, Georgia starts slow, Anthony. This has been a thing about Georgia starting slow in the first half for as long as you and I have been talking college football. Yep. And they're getting outscored in the first half this whole season as well. Ole Miss, a really good offense, has a decent defense this year. Kind of like Ole Miss plus 4.5 in the first half. And then, Georgia and Kirby Smart, his famous halftime adjustment. Sean, what are your thoughts in this game, Anthony, first?
I don't know why this number's 7. I don't think Georgia's that good of a team. I really don't. I think they're the most overhyped team in the top 25. I think this team is just, maybe a little above average, but they're overhyped. If the coach, I don't know how he manipulates the calls late in the game, but it seems like every game Georgia plays, it's literally a tie game about to go in overtime, and somehow Georgia pulls it out. But in this game, I see an upset here. I give me Ole Miss money over money line in this game.
Sean, you got Gunnar Stockton versus the young gunslinger for Ole Miss, Trinidad Chandless, who's thrown for over 250 in every game this season for Ole Miss and Lane Kiffin's guys. Do you think there'll be points here in this one?
I think there'll be points. I think Georgia wins. Again, I'll lay a 7. I'd lay 10 here. Ole Miss, Kiffin. You look at these games now. They're off a 24-21 game versus Washington State. I get you have this game on deck, right? Like a bigger game coming next week.
Sandwich spot.
But a spot but it wasn't a sandwich spot because they had a bye week before that. So what are we doing?
Yeah.
So
that's right.
I get coming out, go through the motions and win one. They were down going into the fourth quarter in this game as a 30-point favorite. You mentioned the LSU game; they won by 5. Arkansas, they won by a touchdown, not a 6. Kentucky, a touchdown. Kentucky's not a good team. Listen.
They're
this
not
is a
winning.
spot
They're not flashy winners. They haven't been all year. They're not that type of team. They're the type of team that's going to scrap. It doesn't matter who they play. It's going to be a tight game. At the end of the game, it's going to be one of those. It's going to come down to probably going to be like 24, 27, 27 type game. And whoever has the ball probably wins it.
See, I see this 7, and I'm sure it's going to be the next game we talk about the Alabama game being an 8-point fave. And they're just begging you to take these dogs in this spot. Look at this big number.
It was 7.5 this morning.
Yeah, and
7 now.
but you're going to take that half. Most guys are going to grab that half. I look at the half and be like, you know what, Georgia by 14.
I can't do it.
You know?
Maybe in the NFL, I would agree with you. -7.5. I know that trick, but in college, I'll take the dog 10 out of 10 times plus 7.5. 10 out of 10. If I feel like realistically, these two teams are very evenly matched. So they win games completely different. But great coaching, great team. Who's got a better quarterback? I'm sorry. I'm going with Ole Miss quarterback over Gunnar Studham, whatever the hell his name is. I am not a fan of this dude at all. The first time I saw him play versus Texas, and I was like, this guy sucks.
I am 100% down on Georgia after they lost to Alabama. Like, I thought, you know what? You're 1-9 versus Alabama, Kirby. Granted, the one was a national championship game, but I thought you're a better coach than the board and get that win, and you lost it. I'm like, oh my god!
Because he couldn't manipulate the refs.
I'm not some Georgia lover, but this spot, I'm gonna go. I'll lay the touchdown there.
I made a killing on Kirby Smart and Georgia. Don't get me wrong. I love betting on Georgia, but this season I refuse to back Georgia. Refuse. Give me Ole Miss.
Georgia, a few more quality wins. Tennessee and Auburn. I don't. At home, Georgia's pretty tough.
7 points is way too much.
I like Ole Miss in the first half. Give me Ole Miss plus 4.5 first half. Tennessee, Alabama.
See, this one's not as hard. This one's not as.
I like Alabama here.
So this one, I don't know how you don't take Alabama. Tennessee's defense is horrible.
Exactly.
Horrible. This shouldn't even be a conversation. If it was in Tennessee, okay, now we got a ball game because you got the crowd behind you. Yep. In Alabama, I think Alabama rolls. This is exactly where they're going to say roll tide. This is exactly roll tide. Alabama -8 all day. Tennessee's they'll probably stay in the game for a little bit, but by the end of the game, this is a double-digit win for Alabama. Don't overthink it.
I think so, too. I like Ty Simpson's playing really well for Alabama. They have a lot of talent. Kalen DeBoer had the little miscue versus Florida State, and everyone panicked beginning of the season. We talked about it here as well. Alabama -8 for me or nothing. I wasn't impressed with. Tennessee, Arkansas, with Bobby Petrino now played Tennessee a little tougher, and probably Tennessee was looking ahead to this game. But I wasn't impressed with Tennessee. I thought that they would, light up Arkansas. They didn't.
Yeah. I had Tennessee last week. I was like, all right, so you made a coaching change, but the defense still stunk.
Yep.
You fired your coaches. That's fine, but the players are still there. But they gave up points, but just not enough. But I'm with you on Alabama. This is what we've seen on Alabama lately is what I thought when I bet them in week 1 against Florida State as a 13-point favorite, thinking, all right, they're going to win this game by 20 and be on their way. That's how they're kind of rounding into form right now.
And I even said in that game, don't overthink it. Take Alabama in this game. It's -13.5.
Yep.
And that came out to be an absolute disaster. Now the Alabama's playing like the Alabama that we thought they were.
Yeah. 7-1, I think, to win the Natty. I think it's worth a shot here with Alabama.
I agree.
There you go. All right. You heard it here. I like it. Number 20, USC heading to Notre Dame. South Bend, number 13 team in the country. Notre Dame, a 9.5-point favorite. Listen, USC has a really good offense, man. They're like first, second in a lot of different areas. They could score from anywhere, Sean. Give me USC in a backdoor cover here, plus 9.5. I don't know about the total. I would lean over on this, but I think Jordan Mailata and all that talent on the offensive side of the ball could put some points up.
I know the word was, all right, you take the 10. It went down to 9. I know USC's got some injured running backs, but does it make a difference if you're going to chuck the ball all over the joint? Nope. And USC's number 1 in yards per play, pass wise or something. I think this is an over kind of game.
Yeah, definitely.
Just based on how they played. Notre Dame's defense. Would it shock me if it stayed under? No, right? Because everybody's going to think 41-40 like the A&M game.
Yep.
I could see this being like a clunker and just everybody be like, what the heck's going on here, right? Everybody's going to run to this game Saturday and be like, oh, my goodness, it's an over game. Look at this wildness. again, 9.5. I want to take Notre Dame. I see these giant numbers. I think they're just begging you to take the lower ranked team. Like, oh, they're still good. You're getting 7, 8, 9, 10 points. Like, I didn't play this myself, but I'd be on the Irish.
Okay, I like the USC in a back door. I could see him in the fourth quarter throwing a touchdown to get it within 7.
Exactly. Listen,
7, 9.
you got a 10. You're laying basically 10 points. You got to be up 20 to feel safe.
Yep.
That's not easy to get up 20
against USC.
a decent team.
Yep. Anthony, thoughts? USC, Notre Dame. Got to like the points here from the over.
I'm not betting this game, but if I were, I would just take the over, and I'm not taking a side. I would just lean the over.
60.5. Sean, is that too big a number, you think? Both these teams can score, man. Both have really good quarterbacks that could really throw the ball. Yeah.
I think it's spot on.
CJ Carter, he can spin it, man.
That's why it doesn't. It looks easy to say just take the over in a shootout, but 60s, like
it's a lot. Yeah, it's tough for teams.
34-30 is like an over. You're thinking that could be a normal. Like, why is it? It looks almost low.
Yeah,
for what you're expecting as a shootout.
Well, it's not South Florida, Atlantic, which is a total. I start hoping that 74.5.
Yeah,
70, you have to take the under just on principle in that game, Sean.
So yeah, that's a 74.5.
It was. It's down to 73 now.
They say the highest total. You bet that you go over the highest and you go under the lowest. You make money every week apparently.
No play on a South Florida, Florida Atlantic.
No, is it South Florida used to have a defense? Our guy, right? I mean, what happened to South Florida had a defense there? And your squad.
I haven't followed them in a few weeks. Not interested.
What time?
To me, there's no edge in
game.
it.
Saturday night, 7:30 Eastern.
If I can't find an edge, I'm not even gonna bother even looking at it.
All right.
There's no edge in it.
All right.
That's the betting.
Finishing up with the Holy War, fella. Utah, the Mormons and non-Mormons. Yeah, Utah, number 23 in the country at BYU, number 15 in the country. Why is Utah favored on the road, man? Give me BYU. They can run the ball, man. Plus 3.5 at home.
I'm going back to look at that South Florida. So they had the wild game, North Texas game, right? Everybody was kind of like, oh, North Texas is home. They're sold out. They're going crazy for South Florida.
I actually had South Florida.
That was like 90 points last game, 100 points.
63 versus South Carolina State. So let's throw that one out the ball, out of the yard. Dude, Charlotte is a bad team.
Yep.
Charlotte's bad. They give up 50 to North Texas. And I'm sorry, did they give up 48 to Temple? They give up 48 to Temple. So let's throw out a 55 spot when they give them 48. Oh, Charlotte beat North Texas 49-21. Oh, that's upcoming. Hold on a second. I'm looking at the wrong scores here. Oh, I'm sorry. So I get 50. Yeah, all right. So that's a big number, 54. The other scores are in the 20s. Why is this? It's got to be because the last game was 53-33 for Florida Atlantic.
Yep.
63-36 for.
Yep.
Oh my goodness! I'm sorry to get off that. I didn't. That game didn't. Looking at the games, I'm just. It didn't stick out. I didn't even notice the total.
73-point total didn't jump out at you.
Did now? Now I'm looking at it. And I got to start digging on that game. Like, what the
hell? When it gets to 73, around 75, you got to start taking the under on principle. That's.
I don't know to take that. That is just so high. It's like, why do you just take the over?
So at 10 touchdowns, so you need at least over 2 touchdowns a quarter.
That's crazy. I don't know.
And watch them do it.
Yeah, so 10.
If they're scoring 73, they're scoring 80. Let's look at some alternate totals in this game. We'll pull up the draft.
So you got to take the over in this one, an alternate over, huh, Sean? We get like over 80, over 90.
Over 90.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, 73,
54, 45, something like that.
You're talking 45-35, right?
Yeah.
That's 80 points. Yeah, so 45-35.
Yep.
You say that, it doesn't seem like that's 80 points, right? You're like, oh, it's a high school, 40-30, that's great. But then you start adding the points up, like, well, that's 80 points. Yeah. I can get there. I can do an alternate over 80.
All right. You heard it here. That is Florida Atlantic at South Florida Saturday night, 7:30 Eastern. All right,
and it's a night game.
Yep, night game. Yep.
Yeah. All the crazy shit happens at night.
The Holy War in Provo. I'm going to take. I would lean BYU plus 3.5. Give me a field goal and a half. I think BYU can run it. They have a decent defense. Bachmeier, at quarterback at BYU is pretty good. I like Utah as a good team too, but man, this is a rivalry. You want points here in your back pocket, right, Sean?
I look at this and you got to take Utah them for me. I mean, why they lost last year to BYU. BYU's 2 weeks ago were like a trendy home team over West Virginia, like lay to 20 points on them.
Yeah, they didn't cover.
Now all of a sudden they're a 3-point dog. I'm sign me up for Utah. Give me the 3, especially 3.5.
Yep.
Not even a 3. We'll throw you an extra hook at home too. We don't respect you.
The line tells you everything, right?
3.5 doesn't. I'm a Ute. Give me the Utes.
The Utes, Anthony.
BYU.
I like the run game of BYU. I could be wrong, and Sean told me.
BYU plays a hell of a lot better at home, just like Utah plays a hell of a lot better at home. Utah on the road. I mean, if Utah was at home, I would be on Utah, but I'm taking the home team here plus the points.
Big rivalry.
Let's get back. Hold on a second. So I'm on Florida Atlantic, South Florida.
I need to make a banner for this one.
I go into DraftKings, right? I'm like, all right, I click on the first thing here to game matchups. First drive of game for Florida Atlantic, results of a touchdown plus 219. First drive of game for South Florida, a touchdown, it's minus 182. Like with a total of 70, they think only one team's going to be able to score points on the first drive of the game. So they're telling you laying 20, South Florida's winning this game 60 to like 40 or something, 55-30, like
55, 34, 40.
They got to cover 20, but it's got to get over to 72. And they're minus 2-1 almost. Like how minus 1?
48, 27. 48, 47, 20,
like
47.
How's it plus 219 with a 70 total?
That's crazy.
Right? I don't know. Maybe, again, I'm not diving into percentages in my head and breaking it down like that on a fly like this. Like I can't do that. I'm not some genius. Team totals. South Florida, 47.5 is our team total.
Good Lord. Is Florida Atlantic's defense that bad?
No. I mean, what is that? Over 50 plus 135. That's not even worth 50 points gets you 135.
That's minus 135?
Plus 135.
Wow.
Florida Atlantic last weekend beat UAB, put 53 points up on UAB. Rice, they were 27-21 winner, rounding into form. They've won their last two. Florida Atlantic.
Here we go. Now let's go to all totals. Here we go. Over 80 points. Ready for this?
Yes.
What do you think?
Plus 240.
Plus 350.
175.
That's it?
That's it?
That's it.
That's not even worth it.
You got to go.
You got to go
86
under to get
and
the
a half
value.
is 299 is the highest it goes.
You got to get the under to get the value.
Go 86. 80 over 86 and a half for me.
For plus 299.
Look at the last scores of the last three games for South Florida. 63, 54, 63.
That's funny when we bring it up. I'm like, get a little off track for everybody, but it happens.
All right, we'll head over to the NFL. There's some good games this weekend from Sunday to Monday. Let me grab the first one here. We got the Rams at the Jaguars. Both these teams are first place, I think, are near the top of their divisions. Rams, a 3-point favorite coming into Jacksonville.
In London.
45. Right, this is a game is in London, right?
Yep.
Any thoughts on this one?
I'm leaning Jacksonville plus 3 here, guys.
Yeah.
The Rams have not been good the past few weeks. I mean, at all. I mean, going into Going into the Niners game, they should have been 5-0, or was it 4-0, 5-0?
Yeah, Puka's hurt ankle injury.
Yeah, Nakua's out.
Puka.
I mean, they didn't look impressive versus the Ravens at all. It took the last 2 minutes, and the Ravens should have been going. They should have went into the locker room up 14-7, but they got to the 1 yard line and then decided to do a tush push for 3 straight plays. And let's throw Derrick Henry on 4th and goal when they see it coming, instead of throwing Derrick Henry on 2nd and goal on the 1 when he just got you to the 1 yard line that he's literally just plowing through. It didn't make any sense to me. Give me the Jaguars. Everybody this is where the public will be all over the Rams because rightfully so. But without Nakua, and you're watching the Rams week by week, and their kicker is terrible. They don't trust him over 50 yards.
Joshua Cardi or some Jacob Cardi.
If I'm correct, he's missed at least 1 field goal a week. And so you can count that. So give me the Jaguars for upset. Forget about the +3. Give me the Jaguars.
I'll take the Jaguars. Listen,
I don't even think it's an upset, man. Dude, listen, the Jags play out here every year. They play a couple games here. It's like the dude's a London guy.
I think somebody said they're like 15-8 or something. 15-8 or something like that.
He wants to take them to London. So I mean, they're used to playing over here. This is a spot for them. Absolutely, 100% Jaguars.
Yeah, I like the under in this game too. I mean, you look at last week against Baltimore, 17-3 win for the Rams.
Well, it's hard to judge on that. I mean, the Rams, they literally just slow played that entire game, and the Ravens, they have zero offense.
Jaguars last week lost at home to Seattle, 12-20 in that game. Yeah, I would lean under here in London and take Jacksonville +3.
I would lean over in this game.
Yeah, okay.
And Jaguars.
Yeah, I like the under.
You also got to remember it's London, and after last week's debacle with the Broncos and Jets, they want to put a show on for their fans. And what have I always said to you guys?
Yeah,
in
NFL
London,
showtime. Yep.
I'm telling you, when it's overseas, the NFL takes control of the game. Yep. No matter how big the lead is, the other team always comes back late fourth quarter with a game-time field goal, and they make it exciting because they're trying to attract fans overseas. It sounds crazy, but it just go back to every London game, and you'll notice.
All right, we all like the Jaguars in that one. Eagles -1.5 at the Vikings, and this game is not in London. The Vikings are coming back off from London. They were on a bye last week, I think, Sean. Vikings were on a bye, right?
Yeah. Much needed.
The Eagles have lost 2 in a row. Reeling a little bit. Minnesota coming off a bye where they were a 21-17 winner at Cleveland before their bye, and before that they lost to Pittsburgh in Ireland. Eagles -1.5 at Vikings +1.5. I have no thoughts on this game. I don't know.
I don't know why this is such -1.5. This has Eagles written all over it. Until I see something out of the Vikings, I'm riding with the Eagles.
Vikings going back to J.J. McCarthy at quarterback.
I mean, I don't care who the hell is quarterback for the Vikings. They don't have a quarterback right now. Either it's Carson Wentz, McCarthy, it doesn't matter. I mean, unless they bring Darnold back, it's a different ballgame. But the Eagles lost 2 weeks ago to the Broncos on a 2-point conversion win, and they couldn't recover.
Last year, 2 of the best quarterbacks in the NFL this year were on the Vikings roster, and
the
Sam
Vikings
Darnold and Daniel
defense is
Jones.
not the same defense that we're used to seeing from last year. They're a very beatable defense.
Yeah, they're well coached.
Unless they're the Bears, then you're just going to lose to the Vikings. But I mean, besides the Bears game, I mean, I'm sorry, this is the most overlooked game on the card this Sunday. This has Eagles written all over it. If the Eagles don't get their shit together.
For Dan, Carson Wentz is starting from Minnesota.
He's their best chance to win, but unless I just don't see how the Eagles don't win this game. I just don't.
Sean, thoughts on the Eagles? Can the Eagles lose 3 in a row? Oh, he's on mute.
No way they could lose 3 in a row. Right? How many times is stuff like that? Oh, listen, they got extra rest. They were embarrassed on national TV. You better show up here. I mean, I hate saying
World
you
champs.
gotta have to win here. You drop 2 and one in embarrassing fashion.
Yep.
Vikings are not a good team. Listen, I love the coach. I don't know what he was thinking. Get rid of everybody. J.J. McCarthy did come in. I said on this show, this is a Bears town. I'm like, there's no way that this guy's going to come in and be better than Donald's 14-4 record. And who's backing him up? Nobody. You're bringing Wentz, who's, he's not
no offensive line.
Right? I mean, totally banged up.
When you watch replays of the sky cam of the Vikings, when Carson Wentz hikes the ball, the dude has no time to throw the ball. So everyone's like, oh, man, Carson Wentz, he sucks. Dude, if you watch these replays, he snaps the ball, looks to the field, and he's getting sacked. And he's not mobile, so he's a sitting duck. So people can say whatever they want. I think he does a great job as a backup, but I don't care who the hell is the quarterback. Unless you're mobile, you have no time to throw the ball with this offensive line.
Yeah, not with this line.
And the Eagles, they're going to take advantage. They're going to eat this guy up. I mean, look what Myles Garrett did to the Vikings offensive line. He sacked Carson Wentz, 7 times?
Yeah.
I mean, it was disgusting. So this has Eagles written all over it.
All right, you guys convinced me. They got to be embarrassed, like Sean said, embarrassed on national TV last week, losing to the Giants.
Terrible.
That was in New York, though, right?
They were manhandled the entire game. It was a joke.
It was one of those games where they went into the game and they took the Giants lightly. That's plain and simple. A lot of these good teams they play crappy teams and they're like, oh, they suck. We'll be fine. And they underestimated them, and that's exactly what happened.
Yep.
Let's see. I do have the Falcons coming up, Dan. We'll get to that in a second. Saints plus 5.5 at the Bears. Saints not a good road team. The Bears, they might be good this year, Sean. I know you don't want to hear it and stuff, but they're winning. They've won 3 in a row. But 5.5, this is like a line. I hate 5.5. I hate when I see 5.5. It's like, I don't know what to do with it.
Listen, Tooch, I know what the problem is. I told you last week, I said we're taking the Bears at 5.5 versus Washington.
Okay.
5.5 is a dog number. We're taking the Saints here. First of all, we get the Bears not only on a short week, off a win, a second win, no less, where they got the turnover instead of losing a close one, and then maybe this line's different. Maybe this line's a 6 or a 4, and you make a play for the Bears here. Not here. You can't take the Bears in this spot. Short week, huge win, second win. Everybody saw it. Look at this. Oh, we're good. You're going to come here and shit the bed and win by a field goal. Win by a field goal. You're not covering.
Or win by 1 point again. Yeah.
Yeah. The Saints have been in every single game they've played.
That's what I said. They're plucky.
They're in every single game. You give me 5.5. 5.5 covered last week. 5.5 covered on Thursday night with the Bengals just yesterday. Thursday night opening day with the Browns. Thursday night was 5.5 was an opening Saints and Arizona game, which nearly got there. The guy was picked off in the end zone. I mean, 5.5s are just dogs. Just take the dogs. You're going to win
5.5.
You're probably good for 6 out of 10, maybe 7 out of 10 season long on these games.
All right, you heard it here, man. This is knowledge here, Anthony. The Saints have talent on offense. This is the Spencer Rattler versus Caleb Williams. They both played at Oklahoma. Caleb Williams beating out Spencer. He had a little something to say today. I think he was like, I just felt I beat him out when I was at Oklahoma. That's going to fire up Spencer Rattler. Spencer Rattler's playing decent. He'll run for a first down and keep the chains moving. They've got playmakers like Chris Olave and Rashid Shaheed, Jawan Johnson, Alvin Kamara is still there, Kendre Miller. They've got offensive players. Now we hear DeAndre Swift's got a groin injury that popped up today. I think Sean's on the right thing here. How about any thoughts on the side and total?
Just when I think I couldn't hate this team more. They beat my survivor pick last week on the Commanders.
Oh, the Bears beat the Commanders. Oh, no.
You
can't go against the Bears. They always score.
I had 6 of the top teams left in my back pocket. I'm like, Commanders at home. Maybe if they're on the road, I wouldn't touch them. But at home, they'll just run all over them. turnovers. 3 turnovers.
Three
The
turnovers.
Bears have been winning by 3 turnovers in every
turnovers.
game.
Yep, 1.6
turnovers.
turnovers per game.
Can they
top
commit
in the
turnovers
NFL.
in this game? Possibly, but I don't think they're going to get 3. You got to go with the Saints plus 5.5 because what does the Saints do well in? And that's they run the ball really well.
Yep, they run the ball.
They run the ball really well. What is the Bears' weakness? Running.
Stopping the run. Yep.
Stopping the run. So give me the Saints, but I also love the over in this game.
Okay. Yep.
And on top of everything, give me some Caleb Williams over passing yards.
Caleb got to light it up here. All right, you heard it here.
He's been most underrated quarterback in throwing the ball every week. And I don't know if anyone saw, but the Bears are the only team that scored 21-plus points every week.
All right, Colts at the Chargers, plus 1.5. Colts banged up in the secondary. Chargers banged up on the offensive line. Both these teams are over teams. I think 48 is a reachable number for this over. What are your thoughts, Sean? Colts plus 1.5 or Chargers minus 1.5 for the total?
Take a break.
I got nothing on this game. Chargers, tough spot off the Miami game, right? Miami back to LA, Colts off of a wild one versus Arizona. They almost let slip away. You're telling me Chargers at home. I get it. It's a short line, no home field. Are a lot of people going to be here for Indy cheering on the Colts? I don't know about that. It's Halloween. If this game was in December, maybe people would be here. Like, let's get the hell out of Indianapolis. It's snowing. I got nothing on this game.
Any thoughts on the total? Both these teams are
I have zero. I have zero thoughts on anything here. I as much what's his name? Lutz was like, oh man, I love this card. I got 8 games. I'm struggling to find a bunch of games here.
No problem, Sean. Let me help you on this game. I got the play. I got the winner, guys, and you can even ladder it up to 100 yards. Jonathan Taylor over 89.5 rushing yards.
Yep.
The dude's going to
run the ball
wild on the Chargers. Run wild. You don't need a side. You don't need a total. Just take Jonathan Taylor over 89.5 rushing yards. The dude's an animal. He's the top running back in the league right now. And the Chargers all banged up on defense. Their front 4 banged up. They're safe. It's an absolute disaster in Los Angeles right now for the Chargers. Just take Jonathan Taylor over 89.5 yards, ladder it up to 100 yards, and thank me next week. There's my insight on this game.
All right. I like the over in this one. I think there'll be points. Commanders at the Cowboys. Your Cowboys at home. They're a favorite in this one. Sean, why are they favored? I don't get it. High total. 54.5. Is it because the Commanders are beatable now or what?
The line is totally flipped, I guess, on the CD Land News and Washington looking bad. That's it. I didn't take Dallas when they were a dog. I didn't take the total at 51. I'm like, sometimes when it looks a little too easy to take something, it is. If you're again, last week the line came out. I was like, oh, Dallas and the over looks pretty easy, right? Washington, short week. I didn't pull it because I know Dallas. Yeah, they can win this one 27-17. Like, I'd say under this game. Everybody's going to run and take Dallas like, oh, it's over.
Yep.
They got the worst defense in the league right now. 54.5 is a lot of points. I'm not going to say
it is a lot of points.
But even for the Cowboys. But this is going to be close to 50 or just
Cowboys
over 50.
And Packers played a game where there was 80 points scored.
So I got another winner for you guys. Don't overthink it. Cowboys, what's one thing they can't stop? The run. The run. So take Jacory Crosker-Merritt, whatever the hell his name is, over 62.5 yards rushing. Don't overthink it.
Yep.
Everybody. They made the Bears' DeAndre Swift look like he was freaking Walter Payton. Last week, Rico Dowdle. How did he get? 200 yards, close to 200 yards for back-to-back weeks? Come on. 62.5 yards for the starting running back for the Commanders. And what did the Commanders do well? They run the ball really well.
The offensive
really well.
Really
they ran the ball really well versus the Bears, minus the turnovers.
Yep.
There's your winner. Forget about who's going to win. Just take the running back. You're getting minus 115.
All right, let's get to Dan's game. Falcons plus 2.5 at the Niners minus 2.5, 47. 49ers have got some injuries all over the place, but I don't know. They might get George Kittle back for this one. The Falcons coming off a big win against the Bills.
See, I disagree with Dan on this one. He's got Falcons. John, you want to go on this one?
Bro, Falcons are crap.
That's what I'm saying.
This team, who'd you beat? You lost to Tampa Bay. You beat Minnesota, who ended up benching their quarterback. You lost to Bryce Young on the road, 30-0, by the way. He didn't score a point. You beat Marcus Mariota, who Washington just saw moose to the Bears at home as a favorite. And then you beat Josh Allen, who, he threw 2 picks. One was at the end of the first half, doesn't count. If the defender could catch a ball, there's a pick 6 in the game tied at 21. You couldn't even put the Buffalo away, who's been playing with their food the last 3 weeks. And the defense for Buffalo, by the way, that averages like 30 points a game. It's a bad defense, and you couldn't score more than 20. Get the hell out of here. Niners, Mac Jones is going to run you out of here. CMC, first of all, Bourne has more than filled in for their missing Purcell and these other guys. CMC's back. You got Tongue, whatever that dude's name is. He's a fan favorite there for Mac Jones, who threw for 350 yards last week. A couple TDs, interceptions late, but you know what? You're forcing things and you're down. I'm not even mad at him. A quarterback's going to throw picks. Nobody's up in arms over Josh Allen throwing 2 picks. Don't get mad at Mac Jones, who's 3-1 as a starter. This is Niner blowout income, and Falcons are crap.
I couldn't agree more. Because the Falcons are on the road, this is Niners written all over it. This is probably one of those top 3 best bets for the week. If this was in Atlanta, I would lean the Falcons because for some reason the Falcons decided, oh, hey, guys, let's play football. We know how to play football because we're playing at home. But on the road, they're absolute trash. Absolute trash. They make the Jets look good. And I'm also going to throw in a prop. As long as Mac Jones is quarterback, how are you not riding Kendrick Bourne over 48.5 yards receiving? I had him over 40-something, maybe 52. He cashed out in the first quarter last week. 48.5 yards. Tooch knows he has him on his fantasy league. Kendrick Bourne. As long as Mac Jones is quarterback, you take Kendrick Bourne over receiving. Boom.
The Bills win, not impressive. Sean, look who's calling.
Are they a fraud?
A phone call here.
The defense is suspect. We knew this for 2 years now.
The defense is terrible.
Look at the teams.
Look at it. Ravens, Jets, Dolphins, Saints, all bad teams. And you almost lost to the Saints, and you almost lost to the Ravens.
Yep. How are the Bills going to get to the Super Bowl with this team, guys? I don't know.
We're not, because Kansas City is going back to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and New England might win that division. They at least have a defense that's pretty good.
I don't know about that. I mean,
they're catching the teams at the right time. I'll say that.
Yeah,
they're catching. If they would have played Buffalo week 1, week 2, they probably would have lost. Yeah. They caught Buffalo at the most perfect time when their defense is just literally exposed. Everybody found the trick on how to beat Buffalo.
Yep, Buffalo's got work to do. That's why maybe the Falcons win wasn't as impressive as we thought.
No, absolutely not.
Lutz likes the Falcons, though. He likes the Falcons. This one plus 2.5. All right. We got a Monday night game before we wrap it up and give out some free plays. The Buccaneers are doing it with smoke and mirrors, man. They're in every game with Baker Mayfield plus 6 at the Lions. I don't know if they can hold up, though. They've got injuries everywhere, the Buccaneers.
That's what we said the last 3 weeks.
I know, and they've covered. Sean?
I got another prop, but you go ahead, Sean.
No, you throw your prop out. Go ahead.
Okay. Again, I've been nailing my props. Ask anybody.
Yeah, I've been doing well with the prop plays too. I give them out too on.
And they're not really like out of like, oh wow, that's so no. Tez Johnson over 35.5 yards receiving. The dude's stepping in for injured receivers. The dude's fast. He can catch.
Yep.
35.5. That's it. This guy had over 100. They were chanting MVP when he got a touchdown last week, and he thought the crowd was talking to him. He told, I don't know if you guys saw the sideline mic, and he was asking Sterling Shepard, hey, why were they chanting MVP at me when I got the touchdown? I haven't done anything all year. No, you idiot. They were chanting for Baker. Exactly. Baker Mayfield is your quarterback. He's your MVP quarterback right now. And you're getting +6. The Lions defense is nothing big to brag about. Look what the Chiefs did. They smoked them. Smoked them on defense. Everybody's been smoking the Lions defense except the Bears on defense. So +6. And even if just say the Bucs don't lose this, they lose by a field goal, 6 points. I'm sorry, that's too many points for me. I'll take Baker Mayfield and the Bucs +6.
Sean, you want Baker with 6 in your pocket?
Yeah, I don't. So I got 5.5, so it's moving to 6 now. Which you got Ibuku's out, the tight end, right? However, I'm butchering his name.
He's a wide receiver.
Godwin's out. Bucky's out. Evans maybe's playing. So I guess that's rolling up, and then you bring into the Dan Campbell ATS doggy kind of stuff like that. But listen, I'll go down in flames with Tampa. I mean, this is a team. I got them week 1. They pull it out. Last week I had San Fran. It didn't work out for me. Seattle game didn't work out. I'm all over the place with taking them, not taking them. I cannot get a read on this team.
Yep.
But what I do know is that Baker has you in the game at the end every single time. So I'm not favored here. I'm getting the points. I will take Tampa Bay and roll with it here.
Tampa's one of the top run defenses in the league. As long as what was that, Vita Vea in the middle, that dude's a monster. He's slow as hell, but that dude can tackle. You run into a brick wall. Even if Derrick Henry, that dude stops him cold turkey. It's nuts watching that dude. Yep. It's nuts watching that guy.
All right. Yep. If this game goes the way we all think it should go, I mean, it should be close.
It should be close. These two, always close. The last 2 years have been close games.
Yep. All right. Let's give out some free plays. What do you say? We'll get you guys out of here.
Sure. I've been giving out a lot of free plays.
I know, a lot of nice props here for everybody. All right, here we go. All right, a windy day in Cleveland on Sunday as Anthony liking the Dolphins-Browns under.
Yeah, this one's based on all the wind in Cleveland. I don't know if I remember, what was it, week 1 or week 2? Oh, no, it was week 1 when they played the Bengals. Everyone's like, oh, man, the Bengals offense, they're terrible, terrible. Well, guys, did anybody ever ask or see how much crosswind there was? There was 15 mile per hour crosswind in Cleveland. Now they're talking about 50 to 60 mile per hour gusts in Cleveland. I remember Baker Mayfield playing in Cleveland, and it was like a 9-6 type game, 6-3 type game, because the wind was so bad. Wind in Cleveland is unbearable. Brutal. Give me the under.
Sean, any thoughts? Browns Dolphins.
Yeah, well, I got under 41 because I had this right out of the gate. I took it not based on any weather, just based on the Browns defense on Miami. This is 35, by the way, right now. It's 35.
I would take all the way up to 30, to be honest with you. Yeah, I would take up to 30. Wow. I got 37.5 this morning. Yeah, it went down 2.5 points from this morning. That's crazy.
Yep.
All right, under 35. All right, and Sean's pre-play. The Bulldogs.
Bulldogs, baby.
That reminds me. 2 weeks ago, I had my Florida outright winner. Who did they play last 2 weeks
Texas.
ago? That's right.
Florida outright winner. We got the doggy here off their bye. Florida, since that win, you thought, oh, maybe they come back. No.
Nope.
This is it. Adios to Florida and Billy Napier. They're gonna lose this game. Mississippi State's got some wins. They're all of a sudden from a bad team to we got some bowl possibility here. I won't be shocked at an outright win here with Mississippi State.
I'm telling you, I don't know what it is in Gainesville, but playing in the swamp, they call the swamp. But I don't know what it is, what makes it so hard to win there, because I don't see what the big difference. I don't see what the big thing is. I think playing in Tennessee should be harder. Maybe Alabama or Clemson, but Florida, I don't see what's so special about playing with such a hostile environment. But
it's probably because of the humidity and all that crap, like it's hot.
But then you would think Miami, I mean, I just don't I mean, if you had to pick, say, 3 home teams that were dominant, Florida would not be off the top of my head, but it is. Florida has to be one of the top hardest places to win at.
Maybe just the way it's set up. It's loud. Who knows?
Who knows? It's like Kansas City. You know how hard it is for road NFL teams to win in Kansas City?
Yep.
We know they don't win, that's for sure.
No.
Especially when one team gets every single flag and you can't even get a flag on their side. So.
I mean, that's different. They got the
for years.
If I had to pick if I had to pick a couple home teams for the NFL that had to be one of the hardest places to win at, I would say Green Bay, I would say Baltimore, and I would say Las Vegas. Vegas is not hard to win at. Baltimore, kind of hard to win at. And Green Bay, I don't think they cover home field advantage as strong as they should. So we'll see.
All right, Mississippi State plus 9.5 versus Florida. Sean's free play. Mine, I got the Colts Chargers over 48 on Sunday. I like points in this one.
As long as Harbaugh's telling Herbert to chuck the ball, there's no reason why this doesn't go over because the Colts are going to put points up.
Yep.
If the Chargers are running the ball and draining the clock, we're going to have some problems.
The Colts are banged up in the secondary.
Yeah, Harbaugh's got to tell Herbert to start slinging it.
All right, if we sweep today, 3-0 on the show, one viewer receive a free weekend VIP pass. All you have to do is retweet the show on X, and then we will DM you the plays. All right, everybody. Good job today, fellas. We'll see you next Friday.
Sounds good.
All right.
Good luck, everyone.
All right.
See you.